you think you better than us? I'm like, no, I don't want any.
That's just not you.
It's not me.
Okay, great.
Anybody else want to do it? That's up to them. I'm not judging anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Now your story is very fascinating. You know, as I was reading your resume, your bio, I'm like, wow, this guy did a lot. And why he's so humble? I wouldn't be this humble if I was him. No, I'm just kidding. Right. But you are a humble person. You started, you know, as an entertainment lawyer at Arista Record in
my first.
1986.
That's correct. Wow.
And guess what? 1986.
Yep.
I've only been here for 1 year.
Oh wow! You came from the motherland.
Came from the motherland.
Wow.
Came from the motherland.
Wow.
And you started as an entertainment lawyer at Arista Record.
Correct. In their legal department. Clive Davis Davis owned Arista Record.
He owned Arista Record, but
and the biggest star was Whitney. Whitney Houston was signed, and when
yes.
When I got there, we were in the label, the business affairs department, of which I was in, or legal department, was in the process of negotiating her second album contract. The first album sold like 5 million copies, crazy.
Wow.
Now it's time to renegotiate for her second album. She got a lot more money, blah, 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 blah. So I did that for about a year, but during that time period...
Okay, go ahead.
During that time period, you know, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, I'm in the streets.
Hanging out.
I'm going to the parties, I'm going
networking.
To some networking, all that. And I met a young brother, may he rest in peace, named Andre Harrell.
That's what I meant to say.
Correct.
I meant to say, in the process, you met Andre Harrell and y'all developed a relationship, and which took you over to Uptown Records.
Yes, he's like, yo, man, you need to come. You know, Bob, you need to come fuck with me, man. I'm telling you right now, you come fuck with me.
You spoke like that?
Yeah, that's how I heard it. He was like, yo, listen, you gonna come fuck with me? Come to Uptown. You gonna learn more fucking with me than you would if you were at a law firm. This and that, blah blah blah. I was what, 27 at the time.
You took the bait.
26. I said, sure, because at the end of the day, if it didn't work out, I still have a law degree. I go get a job as a lawyer.
Absolutely.
Right?
Hold up. That's the beauty of going to school and having an education and a degree.
Correct.
You have a cushion to fall back on.
And I'm a very big education advocate because I see what education has done for me.
Absolutely.
My siblings, other educated black folk. You know, I see what it can do, which is why they don't want us to have it. Like, the Supreme Court just overturned affirmative action. Because there's no question. I got the odds of affirmative action. There's no question about that, right?
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
They just overturned it, right? So all these black people talking about, I'm going to vote for Trump. Well, you're a dumbass. Because Trump just overturned
affirmative
your
action.
Ability to go to some of these better schools.
You know what? Stay right there. Politics is extremely tricky.
Correct.
If you don't read very much so, you don't read a lot, and you don't develop common sense, you're in trouble.
There's a lot of misinformation.
A lot of misinformation.
And you have to read both sides.
Absolutely.
So I'm not a Democrat, nor am I a Republican. I'm an independent.
You got to read something that makes sense for you.
Correct.
And that works for you.
I got to look and see which policies make sense, because again, the other side is not completely wrong, and our side isn't completely right.
Absolutely. Right?
You have to be logical and pick what is the best thing for people or the best policy. Whether it's coming from a Republican or Democrat, doesn't matter.
So, okay, now I'm in conflict.
Okay.
Initially, we started, I'm from a, Democratic background. Mm-hmm. But as I study how the Democrats do things, I feel like they're not really being sincere. They're not being honest, and many of them have hidden agendas.
Of course.
So I was leaning towards Trump. Now, you just put something in my thinking abilities in terms of affirmative action, because many of us got to where we got because many people fought for us.
Correct.
Right? Even myself, my name is Dr. Romulus.
There you go.
I would not be able to achieve that, accomplishment.
Correct.
If it wasn't for the people before me.
Correct.
So now Trump tried or overturned affirmative action, meaning...
Yes, he appointed 3 conservative justices to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
So the balance of power, there's more conservative than liberals, right?
Absolutely.
So now it's 6-3. There's 6 conservative judges. He picked 3. So this is what people don't understand. Had Hillary won, right? If Hillary won the election, she would have appointed more liberal justices. Look what happened to abortion. They overturned a 50-year precedent, a law that stood for 50 years. the rule of thumb was that you respect what's known as precedent. If a law's been around for a certain period, you respect it.
You respect it.
And every one of those judges, when they were being confirmed for their position as a Supreme Court justice, they stood in front of everybody and said, "Oh, Roe v. Wade is settled law," meaning it's settled law. We're not going to change it.
We're not going to touch it.
The minute they got in there, they switched it around. Okay?
Wow. So you can't trust these people.
Can't trust these people. Like, listen, I'm not necessarily a super big fan of Biden, but between Biden and Trump, I can't see myself voting for Trump. I can't see it. First of all, the guy just got indicted. Not indicted. He got successfully charged with raping a woman. Then he's got it. Then instead of just being quiet about it, he defamed her even more and just got an $83 million verdict against him, like a judgment against him. Like I can't.
You can't see yourself siding with that guy.
The character of the person throughout everything, with stuff he says about minorities, stuff he says about Haiti, stuff he says about African countries, they're shitholes. Like the character of the person, I can't do it.
Okay, so now in terms of me,
okay,
you're in the political landscape because I didn't really take that stuff serious. Now I'm taking it serious.
Right.
Now, what should I do during this election that's about to come? Because I don't know if I'm going to vote Democrat. I don't know if I'm going to vote Republican. I just don't know. Now you put this in the air. I'm extremely conflicted.
You got to look at, you got to take some time and look at the issues and look and see, what is, like right now, people are complaining, oh, the economy is, we just had 350,000 new jobs this month. The economy is going good. The stock market is back. I play stocks. The stock market is back up.
I play stock and I'm losing.
Well, I don't know. You got the wrong stocks, my brother. Because the stock market is up right now, right?
It's in the green.
Inflation has stopped. It's stalled. We were supposed to be in a recession. We're not in a recession.
Okay, things are moving along.
Things are moving along. Are there still something like, yes, there's still prices a little too high and all that, but that's gonna settle itself out. So, and now look what's happening now. So everybody's the Republicans are complaining about immigration, right?
The Biden law, the Biden rules with the immigrations coming in.
Okay, so there's a bill in Congress right now. Okay, a bipartisan, meaning both parties have agreed to it, right? Republicans
and Democrats.
Majority of not even majority, some of the Republicans and some of the Democrats.
We agree.
It's going to be the toughest border law. Even some of the Democrats are mad that Biden's going to do that, right? Okay. In addition, they want to give aid to Ukraine and they want to give aid to Israel, right? We can debate.
So what about aid to Haiti?
Right. Well, that's an issue too, right?
There's
a lot of issues, right?
Okay.
But here's the thing: Trump goes and tells people, "Oh, don't vote for it because we don't want Biden to get a win."
So it's all about winning.
It's all about winning. But
it's all about winning.
The Republicans are so enthralled. A lot of them are so enthralled by him. It doesn't matter what he says, what he does. He even said it. I could kill somebody and still everybody will vote for me.
So which means the Republicans they fear him
for whatever reason, because he's got these base of voters that can vote them out of office and everything. So they're not even thinking about what's best for the country. They're only thinking about themselves.
What's best for themselves. Typical politicians.
And that's unfortunate.
And that's very bad. So now you see. This guy's different, man. He's not your regular guy who just comes sit here and talk about Jay-Z all day. He moved from politics to music, everything. Oh wow, this guy just said, look, now I don't know who I'm gonna vote for.
Well,
so it's in the air.
Got you thinking.
It's in the air. So he
as
got
long
me
as you
thinking.
Vote, that's better than nothing.
He got me thinking. So now, 1987, you're hanging out with Andre Harrell.
Yes.
You're working at Uptown Records.
Correct.
At that time, who was over there? Guy.
So the first client he had was Heavy D.
Heavy D and the Boys, right?
Heavy D, he had a compilation of Uptown. His first record deal was a compilation called Uptown's Kicking It. On it was Marley Marl, Finesse and Sinquist, and Heavy D, among others, right? It was like a compilation of different artists. Heavy D had Mr. Big Stuff. Blew up. So that was the record we started chasing. So MCA Records at the time said, okay, we didn't want a Heavy D album, right? And the first album sold like 700,000 copies.
Really?
With no real promotion.
Almost a million.
Almost a million. And the MCA folks, they didn't understand it. They're like, how's this happen? We're not even really promoting this. That's how fresh and new hip hop was.
Absolutely.
And this is when people were actually buying albums.
Wow.
Right? I'll tell you a funny story. So when hired me, he was working out of an apartment in Brooklyn, right? 636 Warren Street in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, right? And he had a duplex. So on the top was, living room area, whatever. He had stairs. You go downstairs. That's where the office was, right? So I get there 1 week. The second week, I'm there. And I'm the attorney. I'm supposed to be on. Andre says, you have a passport? I say, I got a passport. Okay, great. 2 days, you're going to London with Heavy D and the boys. I'm like, what?
Oh, you enjoy your life, boy.
So all of a sudden, now I'm a road manager. And I went, right? We went to London, and then we went to the different high schools in London promoting the record. It was like, oh my God, this is unbelievable.
It was dope.
So Uptown Express. So then after Uptown, we had Albie Shore.
I was about to ask you that. Is Albie Shore Haitian for real?
Nah, he's not Haitian.
Why everybody say he's Haitian?
I don't know why people telling you.
Even me, I started going. You see, now you guys hear it from here.
Nah, he's not Haitian.
You guys hear it here. Albie Shore is not Haitian.
He might be West Indian, but he's definitely
Stop saying he's Haitian.
He's not Haitian, bro.
But you had what was your relationship like with Albie Shore?
Cool. I remember the first day he called me. The record was playing on the radio, and I remember calling Pop. Put the radio on. They're playing my record. He was so excited. It was the first time he ever heard this record on radio.
Really?
It was on. I think it was on BLS at the time, right? Night and day.
Night and day. That was my record. That was my record.
Night and day. Exactly, right? Blew up. So when that was on Warner Records. When that blew up, MCA went to Andre and said, "Look, we're gonna give you a label situation, right? Because they saw Albie Shore was on Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Warner Brothers sold it. It blew up. The guy who signed it was a guy named Benny Medina, who now has been for the long time Jennifer Lopez's manager.
Really? Benny Medina. Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah, shout out to Benny. Because Benny was the one who signed Albie Shore. Albie Shore blew up. Then after Heavy D, I think the next artist that we have was Guy, to be honest.
Yeah, Guy with what? With Teddy Riley and them? So that was the introduction of the New Jack Swing.
New Jack Swing. And
okay.
that did amazing. And Teddy was just an amazing, he's a genius, to be honest.
But now, let me ask you a question. Were you around when that record just got paid, were made?
Yes, that was Johnny Kemp.
Johnny Kemp.
And Teddy produced it.
So, okay, do you know the backstory on that?
Not necessarily.
In terms of the record, the track was meant for Keith Sweat.
Yeah, I can believe that. I believe that. Yes.
And then they, for some strange reason, Johnny Kemp got his hand on it.
Yes.
And it became a mega hit.
Big hit record, man.
Big hit record.
I remember being in this club called Bentley's.
Yeah, in the city.
Yo,
the homies used to take you over there.
When that record used to come on, the dance floor was packed.
Yo, Frank, you hear that? Bentley's, your club.
Okay. Shout out to Sugar Daddy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Rad, you hear that? Bentley. I had a couple of Haitian OGs.
Yeah.
That was their stomping ground.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
I couldn't have no fun. I was a kid.
Yes, exactly.
I was a baby. I couldn't even get in the clubs.
But I was having fun, boy.
You were. I know you had your time, man.
Yes, I did. I'm still trying to have fun. Shit.
You still trying to have fun.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. So now, okay. Now, from all of this thing, damn, man. Did you ever, through the process of being in the industry, working with Heavy D and the boys, and now, what was your relationship like with Puff Daddy?
Well, here's the thing. Puff was an intern. When I got there, almost my last year, Puff came in as an intern.
Oh, wow. So he was looking up to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he was looking up to me, but he definitely.
Not to say that.
Let me tell you something. I tell people this day, Puff was probably the hardest working intern I've ever been around. And I've had interns since then. None of them are fucking with him. Right?
Get the fuck out of here.
Let me tell you something, boy. That he used to get on the train, Amtrak, to come down from Washington. He was at Howard. To come to Washington, from Washington to New York.
Really?
To intern at Uptown.
Where the hell he sleep?
He used to have, I don't know. Yes, he used to have this silver briefcase, right? He used to carry it, and he was gonna have a little suit on or whatever. He had a silver briefcase. You open up the briefcase, there's nothing in it. There was nothing in the briefcase.
So he playing professional.
Playing professional, right?
Wow.
But there was nothing. Go get coffee. Go get this. Go rent a car for me. Whatever.
Hold on. Let's get this straight. He used to dress up suits with a silver briefcase.
Had a silver briefcase.
Just to sell himself as a serious businessman.
Listen, he was.
Oh, this guy was not playing.
He was not playing, and he was very hardworking. There's no question about that. So whatever people want to say, all the bullshit they want to say about him, whatever, like he has earned